push to unionize front and center for tech giants Apple and Amazon. But today, Amazon securing a victory here in New York City. Ali Garfinkel is in Los Angeles. Ali, you're following the story for us. But here in New York City, warehouses rejected a union bid today. What does this mean for the Amazon labor union here going forward?
So it's been about a month since the historic victory for the Amazon labor union at Staten Island. But, you know, they were really hoping for a repeat here, and that isn't going to happen. So this is a pretty big blow. The Amazon labor union is a young union. They're independent. They're not backed by a major union. So this is a pretty big deal for them. And experts say that for the ALU to survive, they really need to expand. The more warehouses that are unionized with the ALU, the better their collective bargaining power will be. So it's a pretty big deal for the ALU. That said, there still is actually a bit of an Amazon effect going on across the industry, but not the one we're used to hearing about. The Apple workers in Atlanta have actually recently petitioned to unionize, and they've released their demands, asking for things like fair compensation and parity with corporate employees when it comes to things like benefits and bonuses. And, you know, they're not alone. In recent weeks, workers in New York and in an Apple store in New York have also moved to unionize. So there's a lot going on the union front, both at Amazon still and now at Apple too.
So then what about the workers? Will this latest result at Amazon be discouraging for them?
That's a great question, Rochelle. So the Apple worker I talked to, her name is Sydney Rhodes. She's based in Atlanta. What she said is that regardless of what happened today, that union victory last month was still a really big deal. It was really inspiring for them. And it wasn't their decision to unionize at the Apple store in Atlanta wasn't necessarily an impulse decision. They've been talking about it for more than a year. And that union victory a month ago still does hold weight. It is still important. And the Amazon Labor's Union recent success was kind of really the last piece for them. The union's also been built by longstanding tradition. This union wave is really about the pandemic, experts say, and about growing wealth inequality. So it should be said that Amazon has fought their workers, but we actually don't know what the tactics are going to be for Apple yet. We may know more soon, though.